One of the things I learned when I was on my health journey was about the effects of sugar. Now, sugar can be highly addictive. It's even classified as being as addictive as drugs. So, my fact 101 is this. If you have got a heavy amount of sugar in your diet, I strongly suggest that you cut this out. Now, it's not going to be easy, and this is where knowing the alternatives come in. There's many different types of alternatives, such as organic honey, manuka honey is a good one. Also date sugar, coconut sugar. All of these are natural substitutes that you can use instead of processed sugar, because that's exactly what it is. Processed sugar has basically got a lot of things added to it on purpose to make you addicted to it. And this is the reason why sugar is in everything that you buy, because they know that the stuff that they're putting in your food makes you want it even more, makes it even more addictive. So brothers and sisters, I urge you to look at your diet and start to cut out the sugar intake in your diet and start looking at replacing it with sugar substitutes. Now, there's not to say that having a little bit of sugar in your diet is a bad thing. If you can eliminate it altogether, that's even better. But if not, you need to start taking active steps to seeing where the sugar is in your diet and ways in which you can replace it and reduce it significantly. Now, I know, and I could talk about this because I used to have a very bad sugar addiction. I used to be so addicted to sugar and sweet things. I'd have sweet things in my diet all day long. Cakes, biscuits with my tea, sugar in my hot chocolate, sugar in my tea, and it wasn't good for me. So it also plays around with your hormones if you're a woman. If you're a man, it plays around with your moods. It's really no good. So I urge you to seriously consider dropping sugar from your diet altogether and replacing it with alternatives that you can put in your food, or things that you can eat. There's lots of rich fruits out there that are sweet. You could juice lots of fruit, which will take away that sugar craving as well. Juicing lots of fruits, natural fruits, really is a game changer. I find using a pea protein shake is very useful, very filling, and it helps to take away sugar cravings as well. I have one that I drink daily, especially after doing my exercises. So I'll leave the link in the description box below of where you can get that. I have a vegan brand just because I don't like cow's milk or anything like that inside my shakes, so I choose a vegan brand. But there's plenty of other brands as well that are non-vegan if you're not. Pea protein shakes are very good because they have lots of nutrients that are full of organic fruits and vegetables inside them, and natural sweeteners such as stevia. And also just taking a look or having your blood sugar levels checked as well, because often, especially as women, if you're of time of the month age, then usually when you expect your time of the month, there can be a drop in your blood sugar levels, which is usually responsible for your body craving a lot of sugar at a particular time. So it's worth having a look at that. Eating lots of fruit, natural fruit, such as strawberries, mangoes when they're in season, kiwis, if you like kiwis, grapes, all this sort of stuff, raisins. I find upping your protein intake as well is another game changer. Eating lots of nuts if you haven't got a nut allergy. If you have got a nut allergy or you just don't like nuts, having natural sweet snacks like in a bag, like cut up coconut, cut up mango, dried fruit like mango slices, cranberries, just things like that, natural things. For some people, it is really difficult to give up sugar entirely because it's in a lot of products, and they disguise it very cleverly in a lot of things. You know, not everything you buy is going to say outright that it's got sugar in, but you know, it's disguised as another name. So you really need to pay attention to these things as well. It's a lot of trickery used in the food industry as well. So I'm just putting that out there as a side note. Sugar can really mess with your hormones, and if your diet can mess with with your thinking, your concentration levels, all sorts of stuff. In women, it's our moods. You know, even in men, it affects your moods, especially because sugar is a drug, and it's even been classed as a drug. So it's no wonder that it's highly addictive. And so, you know, if you find yourself always wanting sugar in everything, you're putting like 4 sugars in your tea, this is the time to really step back and think, do you know what, I need to cut down or I need to stop. And there's plenty of healthy alternatives like I just listed. I'll leave some of the links in the description box below of the things that I take, that I use to replace sugar, because I don't put sugar in my tea anymore at all. I drink lots of herbal tea, so it doesn't need sugar in them. If I want to have that sweet taste in one of my herbal teas, I simply take a spoonful of honey and I mix it inside my herbal teas, and I find that is you know, another thing that boosts you know, a sweet tooth, if you will. And in cooking, I use things like date sugar, like I said, coconut sugar. There's so many different types of fruit sugars out there. You know, you can research this all day long, that are healthier alternatives for you to use. So that's just a few suggestions and a few ideas there. But you really need to consider dropping sugar from your diet where possible and replacing it with alternatives. It is possible, it's not impossible. And you know, like I said, making a conscious effort to care about these things and actively, you know, cut these things out of your diet will really help you, and you know, help your health to recover. You know, even, you know, get rid of a lot of issues that you might have, which can be related to sugar as well. So I advise you to, you know, just research on these things, pray about it, fast, you know, and take active steps to either eliminating sugar from your diet or replacing it with alternatives for your own sake. I'm Mum of Many. I pray that this video has blessed you and encouraged you, and you know, God bless you all. I will be back with another part to this video, and as always, Jesus is the light of this world. God bless you.
It says this: our God is awesome. He can move mountains. Keep me in the valley